Hello everyone. Today I'm going to do a little finishing up on some jewelry pieces I had started a while ago by using leftover mica powder, strapping tape, and some jewelry findings. I'll show you what I've done with these. Be right back. Hi everyone, this is Billy. Welcome to Billy Home & Creations. Now, a while back, I had ended up with some of these jewelry pieces that I thought we would finish at a later date, so today's the day. And let me do a recap, because I really don't remember which video I started these on. Now, I think it was the little elephants, the See No Evil, Hear No Evil, and Speak No Evil. I think it was the green and the pinks. Somewhere across the line, I came up with some blue. But let me just give you a quick recap of what I did, all right? Starting with these jewelry findings I got from Temu quite a long time ago, and there was quite a bunch in this pack. I thought I would go ahead and use those. And what I had done is, let's pretend I was cleaning up a mold. Let's pretend I had used some, a little bit of gold mica that was left on my mold after coloring everything. There's a little gold, and let's try a little blue. And so cleaning up your molds, I use a lot of packaging tape or strapping tape, quite a bit of it actually. It helps me get the excess mica off the molds. So we're going to pretend that that is a mold that I'm cleaning up. And what I did was I just took some packaging tape or strapping tape, and I just put it on my mold to clean it up. So we're going to clean up that mold just like that. So now we have mica on this piece of tape. And what I did with these findings was just, let me move this, is I just put my finding down. Well, actually I flipped my tape around. Flipped my tape around with the micas, and I just stuck the tape to these little findings just like that. And then when I had a pour of black resin, I went ahead and I poured the back with black. So that's what I ended up with. And now, since that is set, flipping them over, we're going to decorate these. And I don't need to use that. I've got plenty here. So here are the some of the ones I did. Now, these are in gold frames with the black backs. You could use UV resin. These all have the black backs. These are silver findings here. And then a couple more of the blue and gold in the silver findings. So I was going through my charms, and this, that, and the other, I picked out a few. These are just little oceans, a shell and a mermaid's tail, and I thought I would just plant that right on top of these with resin. And for the silver ones here, I have these spiders, which are really cute, and I went by what would actually fit. So now these spiders have that hook on there, and I'm going to remove those without taking its feet off. Trying to remove those from this charm with little wire nips. Get a rough cut, and then I can trim it back, but I'm going to get awfully close to his little feet, which I don't want to do, but let's get that off. Maybe if I flip it this way, just like that. Pardon that noise, it could be loud right in the microphone or right in my phone, but let's just nip those off. And that's pretty close as you can get. I would file that, but you know, I'm going to be putting them in resin. So let's just set those aside. And I'll get right with you when I've got these cut off. Okay, now that I've flung a little piece of metal all across my craft room, I'll have to go sweep that up. I have the spiders ready to go, and the findings are ready to go. So simply, I just took some of my Let's Resin UV clear hard type resin, and pardon me, I'm going to be very careful, and I don't have gloves on because I don't have any in this room. Poor excuse, so use your gloves. Anyway, I am just going to go around the edges here of all of these pieces, and I'm just going to do a top coat, basically. I'm going to get these filled in. I can add more if I need to, but hopefully this will level itself. I'm going to try to bring it all the way to the edge when I can, using a toothpick or a little silicone tool. But I just look, can you see how that brings out the color of those micas? Isn't that amazing? Just by using tape. So I do try to remember when I clean my molds with packing tape, I try to save it, put it aside, and then when it gets all covered with micas, you can use it for smaller pieces of jewelry. I'm going to be generous. I can't remember where I got this little mat, but it comes in handy. I know some artists use this mat and make tiny little squares of resin pieces. I tried that once with UV and it didn't work, but that's when I wasn't sure about UV resin and dark backgrounds. I still question this actually because you know, it's not clear, it's not see-through. So just with a, where's that little tool? I have this little tool. I keep breaking them. These tips fall off. I'm just going to bring these to the edge the best I can. Really want them to the edge of these findings. I think if they go to the edge, they'll hold better, or they just look better. That's your own preference, though. You don't have to come clear to the edge, but I've been doing that. I need to hold it, so here's just a toothpick, and I can kind of hold this in place and go around here. Bring that down. Help it along to the edge. Best I can. It's hard to see sometimes because you're working with clear resin, and sometimes I can't tell if I've got it on the finding all the way or not. I'm not worried about it running down too much. If it does, I can just trim it off, but if you don't have to, don't let it go over the side. Okay, a couple little bubbles. I'll try to pop them. I didn't bring a lighter in here, but this resin has very few bubbles, but look how pretty those are with the resin on top. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, now I'm just going to take my tweezers, and I was going to put spiders on all 6 of these. I'm just going to go over here and plop it down. Plop it down. Try to get it where I want it, somewhat centered, just like that. And I think that looks pretty good. I can tell. I think that looks good. I might bring it down a hair. Let me hold this. I can still move them around, so I think that looks good. Wipe that off. Can't find my favorite tweezers. These are kind of big, but so this is what I'm doing. I'm just going to place them down. They'll get sealed in. Try to make them a bit uniform. That's going to be a pair of earrings. These can be a pair of earrings. Whoops, stay with me. Bring that down a little. Toes are going to hang right over the edge of that. I want to get it centered. So we don't want it snagging someone's clothing when they're wearing these, or their hair. But I think they just fit. So we should be in good shape there. Back that up a little bit. That one's a little higher than this one. Let's bring it down. Alrighty. Take that off. Cute, aren't they? That way I'm... Get rid of that bubble. Come on, you. Go on. Ouch. Will I cover it, do you think? Well, let's just cover it. Like that. I think that's all these really need. No more. Make it simple. I didn't have any matching charms to go with this blue, so I just thought, well, we'll just do a seashell and that. Whoop, don't go too far over, Billy. I think we're good. It's sticking right there where I cut it, I think. Oh, come on, move over just a little bit. Here we go, Miss Fussy Pot. Okay. Tail needs to come over a little bit. Come on. Guess that's okay. That one's longer. That side's longer than the other. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this over here. I've got my Let's Resin 2-part lamp, but I'm just going to go over to the side. It barely fits on my table here for 5 minutes. Now let me show you what I ended up with. These are some I did last night. So I've got, these are the pinks with the tree of life, or trees, and I just cut the hooks off. There's some more trees and around. I just tried to match up charms that would fit inside. It's really pretty, don't you? You can see the mica colors really pop. Here's a small cross in the green. Turned out real pretty. There you can see all the different colors in that. And here's 2 more of the larger ones with the green. Those are really pretty. I think I'm going to make those earrings. They'll be a bit big, but I think they'll be pretty. What I don't have is any gold chain. And these are mostly gold I used. There's hearts in a tree. Did those on the pink. And these 2 are odd colors. Little seahorse, or excuse me, seashell and a starfish. Those are going to be small pendants. So I did order silver chain off of Amazon. Oh my goodness, they're beautiful. Fine chain. I did get 18 and 20 inch, but I don't have any gold. So to finish these and put whatever I need to do on a necklace, I will have to order some of those. And that's all there is to it. Look at how pretty these turn out. By just using the tape or saving the tape you've cleaned your molds with your micro powders. Stick it on a piece of tape and put some black resin on the back, and then you'll be able to color the front. Once you take the tape off, the color stays to your resin. How's that for an idea? I hope you like that. These will be done in just a moment. I'll show them to you after 5 minutes. Okay everyone, I gave these 5 minutes. under my beautiful lamp. Thank you, Let's Resin. I appreciate that so much. And they are pretty hard. Look at that. 5 minutes. I'm going to put them all under the lamp for another 5 minutes just to be sure they're cured. But I hope you like those. I think they're rather pretty. Look like little arrowheads, don't they? And then, of course, the blue. Little blue, little purple, little green in there, and gold. Real pretty. So, I won't be able to finish these up right now. I could possibly get some silver on these spiders, but other than that, I'll wait for the gold. Well, these were silver too. Let me know if I should make earrings or pendants with these. Because some of these are pretty big, but they make a beautiful pendant. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I'll take some prettier pictures for you. Thank you so much for watching. This was quick and easy. And save those scraps as much as you can. You can always do something with them. Anyway, take good care. Appreciate you all. Sending big hugs. Lots of love. Bye.